Assalamu alaikum class. This is Aisha Siddiqa, roll number BSF 1701934, and I am here to present the topic of optical properties part 2nd. Its first part is being explained by Ismavia Rafiq, and we will discuss the second part moving toward its main topic. The quantum dots. What are quantum dots? These are nano-sized crystalline structures that are made of cadmium selenide. What they do, they actually absorb white light, and after a couple of nanoseconds, they re-emit it in a specific colors. Means when they absorb, they just absorb white light, and depending upon the nature and properties of the material or quantum dots we are using, they will emit the color accordingly. What are the properties? These are semiconductors, means semiconductor materials usually form quantum dots. Quantum dots are so small that adding or removing of even single electron can change the properties. You can see that how much sensitive they are toward electrons. Now, applications of quantum dots, these are widely used nowadays as most importantly, they are used in medical field to treat cancer. These are so small particles that they can be easily targeted at a single organ, and they can do work much more precisely than the conventional drugs. So they have a very emerging role in medical field. Quantum dots are also used in organic dyes in biological researches. For example, they can be used as nanoscopic light bulbs to light up color specific cells that need to be studied under microscope. Next is band structures of material. Orbitals from adjacent atoms overlap in a molecule, and their overlapping result in formation of bands. In solid, there are so many orbitals that overlap, and they form continuous band. In the figure, you can see that here only two atoms of a molecule. On the left side of the figure, you can see that only two orbitals are given, which mean that only two atoms are present in a molecule. And as the number of atoms goes on increasing, the number of orbitals also goes on increase. And at the right side of the figure, you can see a black band, which mean that these are so many number of orbitals that they appear like band. You know that in solid there are so many molecules and atoms that overlap, and their overlapping result in such a continuous band formation. When the number of atoms in a molecule increases from the number 48, when the atoms in a molecule increases from 48 number, then they will appear as a band, which is shown here, and infinite is written below, which means that there are many more number of atoms present here. Now, when size of particle is changed, the number of atoms in that particle also changes. Suppose if the size of particle is decreased, then it is understood that number of atoms in that particle also decreases, and similarly the number of orbitals also decreases because number of atoms are removed, and so it is understood that their number of orbitals will also be removed, and energy level will decrease, which means that the distance between the band increases, means that band gap between each energy level increases. So whenever a band gap is going to be changed, the color they are emitting will also be changed. The band gap is present between valence band and conduction band. Here is given the colors and the energy ranges at which they will exhibit the colors. Only the radiations having these energies will exhibit the color, which will appear as colored. Otherwise, the radiations having energies more or less than this range will not be appeared to us as colored. So they will appear as either black, or either they will appear as colorless. So here is given that if the energy is 3.17 electron volt, then the color that will be appear will be violet, and if the energy is 1.7 electron volt, it will be appeared as red. Here is given the band spectrum of materials. Absorption by electron transition occurs only if the HV, which means the energy of the energy of the incoming photon, is greater than the energy gap. You can see in the diagram that energy gap is present between filled state and unfilled states. In unfilled states, they are appearing as hollow bubbles, which mean that electrons are not present in these states. These unfilled states are often known as conduction band, and the filled state is known as valence band, and the energy gap is present in between these two states. Whenever the photon will strike the electron, if the energy of that photon is greater than the energy gap, then they will make transitions, and if their energy is less, they will not make any transition. The wavelength should be between 400 and 700 nanometer, which is understood that it is visible wavelength range. And if band gap is of 1.7 electron volt, it will appear as red, and if it is 3.1 electron volt, and it will appear as blue. Here, if the energy gap is less than 1.8 electron volt, there will be full absorption. Mean all the color will be absorbed and there will be no color left that will transmit. So the color of the material or the particle that we are studying will appear as black, which is mostly happen in the case of gallium arsenide. And if the energy gap is greater than 3.1 electron volt, then there will be no absorption, and the material or the particle that we are observing will appear as colorless, as there will be no absorption, so there will be no color, as in the case of diamond. And if the energy gap lies somewhere between 3.1 electron volt and 1.8 electron volt, there will be partial absorption. What it means? It means that some of the color will be absorbed and the rest of the color will be reflected, and the color that will be reflected will appear to us as the colors that going to be observed by quantum dots. And if so happens, then we will say that material has color. So here we will discuss the effect of dopant. Now, what is dopant? Dopant is actually impurity, speaking in general. Dopant is added to a pure substance so that the characteristic of substance may increase, their application may increase. Dopants have a very significant effect on material, and they increases their application, their usage, and their properties are so much enhanced by the addition of these dopants. Dopant is impurity. Whenever the impurity or dopant is added in a material, an additional energy level is created, which is a Fermi level, which is here represented as Fermi level. What will happen? There is another additional band will be created between conduction band and valence band, and it will be it is here written as Fermi band. Now, so whenever the transition occur, electron jump at Fermi level and then towards conduction band or toward the valence band. Means that their transition is divided into steps if the Fermi level is present. For example, if the incoming radiation or incoming photon has energy greater than the band gap, then it will make the whole transition. But if not, then what will happen? If a dopant is present in the material, then an additional band will be created, and this Fermi band has probability, and it can give house to electron or hole also very easily. So what will happen whenever the electron absorb the energy, they will transfer, they will make it to reach the Fermi level, and from Fermi level they will then further make transition up to conduction band. Similarly, during their de-excitation, what they will do, they will first de-excite to Fermi level, and then after reaching at Fermi level, they will further remove some of their energy and come to their de-excited state and come to their valence band. Here the energy levels is EV is represented as valence band energy, and EF is represented as Fermi band, and EC is represented as conduction band. The region between them is represented as forbidden band, as there is no presence of electron here. But as we have added dopant to our pure material, so there is a probability of finding electron is present here, and it is at the level of Fermi, at Fermi level. So this is the whole discussion about the optical properties. and the second part. Hope you will understand. Thank you.